In this video, I'm going to show you how to measure voltage in Tinkercad step by step using the multimeter tool. If you're working on a circuit and you want to check battery power, measure an LED's voltage, or see how a resistor affects your circuit, this is one of the most useful skills to learn. And the best part is, once you understand the setup, it becomes really easy to read voltage in just a few clicks. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy Tinkercad guides. Now let's get into it. First, open Tinkercad Circuits and load the project you want to test. If you don't already have a circuit on the canvas, you can start with something simple, like a battery, an LED, and a resistor. The important thing to remember is that voltage is measured across 2 points, not through 1 point. That means you need the multimeter to connect in parallel with the part of the circuit you want to inspect. Now, go over to the Components panel on the right side of the screen. In the search bar, type Multimeter. Once it appears, drag the multimeter onto your work area. This tool works just like a real digital voltmeter, so it's perfect for checking voltage values inside your virtual circuit. After placing it on the canvas, click the multimeter. In the inspector window, make sure the mode is set to V for voltage. This is very important because the multimeter can also measure current and resistance, and if it's in the wrong mode, you won't get the reading you're looking for. So always confirm that voltage mode is selected before you start testing. Next, you need to connect the probes properly. To measure voltage, the multimeter must be connected in parallel. That means you do not break the circuit. Instead, you tap the probes into the 2 points you want to compare. Think of it as measuring the electrical difference between 2 sides of a component. Take the red probe first, click the red terminal on the multimeter, and connect it to the positive side of the part you want to measure. For example, if you're checking an LED, connect the red probe to the anode, which is the positive side of the LED. If you're checking a battery, connect the red probe to the positive battery terminal. Then take the black probe and connect it to the negative side of the same component. For an LED, that would be the cathode. For a battery, that would be the negative terminal. Once both probes are connected correctly, the multimeter is ready to give you a voltage reading. Now click Start Simulation. As soon as the simulation begins, the multimeter display should turn on and show you a voltage value. Depending on what you're measuring, you might see something like 9.00 volts, 5.00 volts, or a smaller value like 2.1 volts. That number tells you the voltage difference between the 2 points where your probes are connected. If you're testing a battery, this is a great way to confirm whether it's full or not. A fresh 9-volt battery should read around 9.00 volts. If the reading is lower than expected, that tells you the battery may be drained or the circuit may be affecting the measurement. You can also use this method to measure voltage drop across a resistor. Just connect the probes to either side of the resistor and look at the reading. This shows you how much voltage the resistor is using up, which is really helpful when you're trying to protect an LED from too much current. Another great tip is to test interactive parts while the simulation is running. If your circuit includes a push button, press it and watch the voltage change. If you have a potentiometer, turn the knob and you'll see the voltage update in real time. This makes Tinkercad especially useful for learning how circuit behavior changes as you adjust different components. If the multimeter shows a negative number, don't panic. That usually means your probes are reversed. For example, if you see something like negative 5.00 volts, it simply means the black and red probes are switched. To fix that, swap the red and black connections. So the red probe is on the positive side and the black probe is on the negative side. Once you do that, the reading should become positive. This is one of the easiest ways to check whether your circuit is behaving the way you expect. Instead of guessing, you can measure the actual voltage and troubleshoot your design much faster. Whether you're a beginner learning the basics or building more advanced circuits, knowing how to use the multimeter in Tinkercad is a skill you'll use again and again. So to quickly recap, add the multimeter from the Components panel, set it to voltage mode, connect it in parallel with the component you want to measure, place the red probe on the positive side and the black probe on the negative side, then start the simulation and read the value on the display. If needed, test buttons or potentiometers, and remember to swap the probes if the reading comes out negative. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more simple Tinkercad tutorials, electronics techs, and beginner-friendly project walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.